Hi everyone, my name is Denise. This is my first ever YouTube video, and for today we're going to be reviewing the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation. The one that I have is in shade 330. It comes in a box just like this. It has a little iridescent shiny finish. The front is a silvery color, and then the side panels are going to be a purpley pink, and it has this little like reflectiveness to it. When you open it, it has some additional cardboard packaging, but it's nothing that's really hard or anything to take the foundation out. So you just take it out like this. So it doesn't have any tape or anything to hold it together. And this is the bottle, and everyone's familiar with this side, where you kind of just squirt it out and you can mix it in and do whatever it is that you need to do with your foundation. The shade I have is number 330. It's right here. It is the Tan Warm Olive. The price for this foundation is $40. Just keep watching and see my review for this video. Some of the things that this foundation claims is that it's full coverage, has a velveteen finish, and has moisture boosting hyaluronic acid and antioxidant rich white birch extract. I'm not too sure what the last one is, to be completely honest. So I'm going to give it a good shake. It doesn't say anywhere to give it a good shake, but I am anyway. I'm going to do one pump at a time. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to do 2 pumps. There we go. And then on this side of my face, I'm going to be using a sponge. This side, I'm going to be using a brush. I'm going to dot this all over my face. I feel like both look fine. They look about the same actually to me. So I'm going to do one more pump right here. Actually, I'm going to do 2 more pumps. There we go. Just to build it up to see what it looks like when I build up some more coverage. Now I'm going to still be using just the sponge on this side and the brush on that side. Okay, now that I'm done with this side, I can definitely see a major difference, especially in my under eye bags. This one is definitely getting covered up a little bit more, and I definitely appreciate that. Now I'm going to see how the brush does another layer of foundation. There's still this much left, so I'm just going to use it to go down my neck, make sure everything matches. This one I'm just going to grab straight on the brush, wipe it off as much as I can, and then just start dragging it. This shirt is pretty high up, but I feel like it's a pretty good match for my skin. Now that I'm done applying it, it looks a little matte, to be completely honest. Actually, going back to what the packaging says, it has a velveteen finish, and I'm actually seeing that a lot because it's not completely matte, it's not satin, and it's not even semi-matte, it's in between. And I actually really like that, especially because it's not clinging on to any dry patches at least not so far. Who knows what it's going to look like after powder. We're all done with the face. Now we just need to set. Setting with Fit Me powder. Okay, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and did everything else off camera, and so far I really like the foundation. Right now it's currently $2.25. I can see it right over here. And I'm gonna go out and do some stuff and then come in and check in. I really like the way it finished. It hasn't cleaned on to any of my dry spots, so now we're just gonna see how it works throughout the day. Okay, y'all, checking in. It is currently 11:35 at night. I was supposed to update you guys throughout the day, but I just didn't get the chance. To be completely honest, I fell asleep on my couch about 2 hours ago, and I woke up not that long ago. And my foundation still looks pretty great, even though I slept in it. I wasn't laying on my face or anything, so I definitely think that had something to do with the way it's been holding up. Earlier today, I also went to the car wash, and I was out there in the sun in about 85-degree weather, sweating, and my foundation is still looking spectacular. So I'm definitely loving this foundation right now. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see how it's looking so far. I am loving this foundation. Now that it's had time to kind of just like sit in my skin, I realized that the finish is pulling a little bit more satin than it was earlier, which I really appreciate, especially after wearing it for about 8 to 9 hours now. I really like when my foundation starts to look a little bit more dewy throughout the day, just because I feel like my skin gets drier throughout the day. So when my foundation does the opposite, I feel like it keeps a really good balance of everything. I also wanted to mention that I have a really, really deep smile line right here, but you can't see it with this foundation. As well as my pores, they're not looking very visible unless you're like this close to me, then you can see my pores. But just from the camera to here, my pores aren't that visible. My biggest pores are usually like right here, right next to my nose, a little bit onto my cheeks, and I haven't seen them looked any enlarged or anything like that. I didn't wear a pore filling primer. Neither does this foundation say it fills pores. but I just wanted to make that note that it's not going to emphasize your pores or your fine lines if you are worried about that. I also do want to mention that it doesn't look cakey. It's been about 8 to 9 hours. I wore about 3 pumps of foundation and it's not looking cakey. So I really do believe when it says it's buildable. It's definitely looking great with the amount of coverage that I have on my face. Now, to rate this foundation on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I'm giving it 9.5. The reason being is because there's 1,001 foundations out there, and I have not tried 100 foundations to be able to determine where it stands. So, that being said, I'm going to give it a 9.5. Just from my personal experience from the foundations I've tried in the past, this one so far is the first place. It's the winner. I am really liking it, but it's only been my second day wearing it. So I will update you guys through my Instagram stories or through Twitter or through Snapchat, whatever social media you guys want to follow me on. I'll definitely be updating you with that. Not within the next day, but within the next couple of months, next couple of weeks, just to see what my opinions are on this foundation. But for any of you guys that have used this foundation, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you feel like it was just a regular normal foundation for you? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. I will definitely be checking those out. I want to know what you guys are thinking of this foundation. If you have any other recommendations, I will definitely be looking into those and buying them within the next couple of days. And for now, I hope you guys are having a good night, good day, good evening, whatever time of the day it is where you are. I hope you're having a good one. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. It is fresh, it is new, but it's going to be content up within the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. So be on the watch out for that. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you please. The handles are going to be right here. And yeah, thank you guys.